on me. Never since the day you approached me, I've been thinking about you and you only. And we just like to fuck, that's nothing else, you know.
What's good? Shit. In this video, I'm going to be reacting to impressive Beyonce ranked #1 over Taylor Swift, and Taylor fans are outraged. Now, I don't know what the rest of this is about. I don't really think I care about anything else. Let's see. Because if that, hold on, Khalid, no, Normani, Chloe, and okay, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. We might watch the rest. I don't. Other than Chloe and Halle, I don't really think I'm interested. But anyways, let's get into it.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. Before
Hi.
I get into this video, I first want to thank Rolf.
Nope.
The board decided to do the messiest thing ever. They decided to list who they think is the best pop star of the 21st century.
How is that messy?
And obviously their whole motive was to pit Beyonce and Taylor Swift against each other. So for a whole week they built up this anticipation on who they were going to name the #1 pop star. And of course, this created a lot of discourse and even some drama on social media, especially on Twitter/X. The stans have really been acting up on X. They've been acting up, and it seems like there's this energy between Taylor fans and Beyonce fans. Like, both fan bases are literally battling each other to see who they could prop up as their queen. You know what I mean?
But it's not even like a fair competition. I'm not even trying to be funny, but like,
dumb. I think the comparison is really dumb because Beyonce and Taylor are so different in my eyes. But I realize this is not even about music or artistry at this point. This is more so about what these two represent. And it's basically the whole idea of this unattainable diva-like pop star, this queen supreme superstar that cannot be touched. At first, Beyonce was put in that position. And now you see Taylor Swift is being put in that position. And it almost seems as if the industry wants these two women to battle it out. They want them to fight for the throne, and their loyal subjects, aka their fans, are fighting on their behalf. And with this whole recent Billboard debacle, the fans have definitely been getting active on the field. They've been having a whole meltdown over some of the write-ups too. In fact, Taylor's fans started this whole Billboard is over party trend because they didn't like the fact that they included the fake explicit image of Taylor from Kanye's famous video in the write-up about her career. And many people called Billboard out on that. They also called out the chief board, Dana Drapo, because they felt like she had a bias against Taylor and other artists, and she favored artists like Beyonce. Now Beyonce's fans, aka the Beehive, called out Taylor's fans for being hostile and racist. In fact, they started a whole trend called Swiftie racism, and they posted all of these crazy posts from Taylor's fans, like some of the most nasty, hateful posts and memes, and they had it trending to the point that some articles even picked it up. So it was a big thing. The Beehive was not playing around with Taylor's fans. Now, in turn, Taylor's fans responded by also starting a trend called Beehive racism and showed some offensive posts that some of Beyonce's fans have made. So the whole situation was just a mess, and these fan bases have been carrying on for a full week up until Billboard announced who was the top pop star of the century. Now, Billboard ended up giving the crown to Beyonce, but it was kind of
because like, what in the world is the comparison? I don't know what we're talking about right now, but I guess. And on either side, racism for what is your reasoning? Like, y'all really need to go outside. Like, let's take a breather. Let's go for a walk. I don't know, put your phone down. Do something else. Interact with the outside world. Cause,
messy because throughout Beyonce's write-up, they mentioned Taylor Swift like 16 times. It's almost like they had to pacify Taylor's fans for putting her at #2 instead of #1. So This is some of what was said. While Taylor Swift is the century's biggest pop star by the numbers, from album sales to streams to touring dominance, our editorial staff has chosen Beyoncé as our #1 greatest pop star of the century based on her full 25 years of influence, evolution, and impact. I feel like they could have said the latter part without bringing up Taylor's stats, because this was a write-up about Beyoncé, so they should have just left it as that. But bringing Taylor into Beyonce's write-up kind of cheapens Beyonce's #1 position. And the Swifties were upset that Taylor wasn't #1, so the Billboard deputy editor had to come back and explain why she wasn't #1. He said, "But of all the artists who aren't #1 on this list, Taylor was the only one who gave us like real pause. And a ranking #2 isn't something that everyone on the staff agrees with. I don't think it's something that everyone in the room agrees with. She's got all the sales, all the Grammys, all the touring numbers, all the impact. The biggest one that puts her at #2 is that she gets off to a late start. She doesn't release her first single until June of 2006. We probably mark her stardom to Fearless and specifically like Love Story becoming this massive global hit." So in other words, Taylor is too new to be #1. Beyonce gets it by default because her career spans for almost 30 years at this point.
Like I said, it just comes down to who you like, what's your taste in music and what you like out of a performance or whatever. Because to me, this is a clear winner and no debate, anyways. But to other people, it's the opposite, and it's like, well, why would you even think Beyonce? Which is wild, but whatever. And in some worlds, I guess it's really difficult to choose one. But, like I said, resorting to racism, like, y'all understand that y'all can have an opinion and, like, someone else can have a different opinion and it be okay. Like, life, the world will keep spinning. I promise you. Your life is not over if someone doesn't agree with who you think is the best pop star of the 21st century.
It's Beyonce's #1 spot. And I think
Yeah, she don't give a fuck. I don't feel like she gives a fuck. Okay, like if she's a freaking billionaire and she's #1. It is what it is. Like, and I think aren't they cool? Like y'all doing a lot right now.
The standard for what a female performer should be. She has done all of that and has inspired many. She even inspired Taylor Swift based on her own words. So there aren't a lot of people who could do what Beyonce does. And this is not to say that she's the only one who could belt out high notes and do 16 counts and perform for 2 hours straight without slowing down. She's not the only one who could do that, but it does take a lot of discipline and conditioning to get to that level. And because of the amount of training and experience it takes, it's not going to be so common to see. Now, on the flip side, when I see an artist like Taylor Swift, I kind of feel like what she offers is somewhat common. And this is not to take anything away from her and what she accomplished. I do think Taylor is a great songwriter. She makes good music and her selling power is out of this world. We haven't seen anything like it in this new era. So I do think she deserves her props for that. But what Taylor does in some aspects is a bit more common. What Beyonce does is not exactly as common. But those are just my thoughts on that. But I still think Billboard was messy for creating this whole drama in the first place. Billboard is messy. Now, moving on, I want to talk a little bit about some music and some performances. Chloe and Halle actually did.
Okay, after this, I don't care about anything else. But this performance, I saw a little bit of it on TikTok, and then I was looking for it because I was going to react to it, but I couldn't find no clips of it, which I was like, damn. But it probably would have got it copyrighted anyway, so I guess it's okay. But this performance looked great.
Recent performance together at the Fashion Awards, and they performed the song Want Me, which is off of Chloe's album Trouble in Paradise. I love that song, and I really loved this performance. Honestly, I think at this point, Chloe and Halle need to get back together.
I think so
like
too.
They're so in sync. Their voices blend so well together. Their performance style is so theatrical. They just really have it. And I do hope that in the future, if they go on tour, they kind of use this same performance style. I like it. Also, Normani got a chance to finally perform.
All right, no disrespect. I just don't care that much about anything else. Okay, those are the two main points from what the title said that I actually wanted to, see. Unless Victoria Monet is up here performing, I'm good. Or Kendrick Lamar. No? Okay. Doechii. Nah. All right. Cool. So yeah, like I said, I don't know why we're resulting to racism just because of a conversation. Like I think more of our generation needs therapy. Because what are y'all talking about? Like, why are we? What? I get it when somebody says something, you like, bro, that doesn't even make sense. Like, whatever. Like a normal response, like, you think that don't make no sense, or you know what, agree to disagree is what it is. But y'all being like ignorant because of it is wild, and even investing as much energy into it to have ignorance come out of your mouth. I think we need to, reflect. And like I said, put the phones down. All right. Like I said, for Chloe and Halle, that looked like a great performance. I want to see the entire thing. And they did make amazing music together. They were amazing. So hopefully they do come out with like an album together or something like that. Again, they're really close, all that. So the chemistry they have is amazing. So that's what I would like to see. But anyway, so y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I'll see y'all in the next.